Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. What is going on with the fourth round of stimulus checks? What details have been finalized so far? Will I be eligible to receive a fourth stimulus payment? Well, hello, everyone. So in today's video, I will be discussing the details known so far on the next round of stimulus checks, including eligibility requirements and delivery dates. Remember, this Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and please remember to leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. An online petition calling on the federal government to provide people with $2,000 monthly checks amid this crisis has topped 2.3 million signatures. The Change.org petition started in 2020 by Colorado restaurant owner Stephanie Bonin. She pointed out to the ongoing economic struggles caused when the crisis shut down businesses and left many people out of work. In updates, Bonin noted that the economic recovery brought about with dwindling cases has not reached many Americans. While the push for additional funds continues, many in Congress have already expressed support for a fourth round of stimulus payments. The first, which was approved in March 2020 and paid up to $1,200 for individuals and $2,400 for married couples. The second came in December 2020 and was $600. The third paid up to $1,400 for individuals and $2,800 for married couples and was distributed starting in March 2021. The most recent letter that the Biden administration has received on additional stimulus payments was from the House Ways and Means Committee. Democrats there called for a fourth and fifth round of direct payments to assist people with housing, food, and other payments. The committee oversees government budgeting and taxation. The group that signed the letter represents about 15% of the committee's members. The letter had stated, families and workers should not have to worry about whether they'll have enough money to pay for essentials in the months ahead, as the country continues to fight a global crisis and recession. Those lawmakers are very interested in passing recurring monthly relief checks. They wrote, recurring direct payments have wide support from both the general public and economic experts. Polling shows 65% of Americans support recurring cash payments for the duration of this crisis. This includes support from 54% of Republicans and 60% of independents. Economists support the idea too. More than 150 economists recently wrote a letter supporting automatic stabilizers as part of a strong recovery and warning against repeating mistakes of the Great Recession. The fourth stimulus check amounts depends on several factors. When passed, it would probably look similar to the previous checks, although that is not guaranteed. The third stimulus check, which the IRS is still in the process of distributing, is worth up to $1,400 per person, although the eligibility requirements are slimmer. All three checks gave the full amounts to taxpayers who made up to $75,000 a year, according to their most recent tax returns. Couples filing jointly got the full payment if they had a joint total income of $150,000 or less. It is very likely that the eligibility requirements for a fourth stimulus check will be very similar to the third round of stimulus payments. This means that if you received a $1,400 third stimulus payment, it is likely you will also receive a fourth stimulus check once it's passed. Remember, the third stimulus check timeline happened rather quickly following Biden's inauguration on January 20th. It only took a few weeks for Congress to debate his American Rescue Plan. Once the president signed the bill on March 11th, $1,400 checks were put into motion. The IRS began sending out possible fourth stimulus checks in the same manner as it sent the previous stimulus payments. The IRS can begin sending out possible fourth stimulus checks in the same manner it sent the previous stimulus payments. Since a framework is already in place, Americans could begin receiving the fourth stimulus payment about 2 weeks after a relief bill allowing another round of direct payments is approved. But many American families will begin receiving monthly checks in July. An expansion of the child tax credit means families will receive a $3,000 annual benefit for each child 6 to 17 and $3,600 for each child under the age of 6 for the 2021 tax year. 18-year-olds and full-time college students 24 and younger will qualify for a one-time $500 payment. Payments will be made monthly in $250 or $300 installments starting this July 15th and running through December. The remaining can be claimed as a credit on your 2021 taxes when they are filed in 2022. By this coming July 1st, the Internal Revenue Service will be making 2 online portals available to assist with the child tax credit rollout. One of the portals will allow parents to opt out of the advanced monthly payments if they prefer one lump sum in 2022. Another portal will help those who do not normally file tax returns, as well as those families who need to inform the tax agency of any change in circumstances, such as the number of children. Well, that is the end of the video, everyone, for this evening. I hope you found this video helpful today. Remember that this coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please do leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Tuesday.
And where it stands is we are trying across the country, I couldn't say this at the graduation, but we are trying to get 15 million emails, calls, letters to the president to do this. College should be a ladder up, and that's how it's always been, but with student debt, it's often an anchor down. So many kids have so much debt, and middle-class people too. So the president, you don't need legislation. With the flick of a pen, can just say $50,000 of debt is forgiven, totally. And you don't pay taxes on it. We passed in the ARP because he said, well, I don't know if I should do this, because let's say you get $20,000 in debt forgiven and you're paying 25% rate taxes, you'd have to pay $5,000 of that. Now that doesn't have to be done either. So we are trying to get this done because it's a lot easier to get it done by the president doing it on his own. If not, we would look at legislation.
Where would the money come from if he signed it via executive order?
It would come, it's part of the same place where ARP and other places came from. He could decide to do it by increasing revenues. He's proposed to undo some of the taxes on the very wealthy people. Or we could just say this stimulates the economy during a time of crisis and we're pumping money in. Anytime a student doesn't have to pay $300 a month or $500 a month in debt, and they spend it in the local stores, at the restaurants, and everything else, it pumps up our local economy.
Do you encourage Central New Yorkers to take part in your 50?
Yes, I encourage not only the students, but their parents and grandparents. And by the way, if a parent took over the debt from the student, which some parents have done, it applies to them too. And we have people 40, 50 years old who still owe this debt.